Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series here on the channel. Unfortunately, we got bounced out of the 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs by the Ottawa Senators. Very, very disappointing. And then in this episode, we're going to do the draft and we're going to just simulate the end of the playoffs. Hopefully, our AHL team is in the playoffs. I think they are still. So maybe we'll monitor their progress. Let's see. I think they're in the playoffs actually right now. Maybe up 2-0. Yes, up 2-0. So let's just simulate this in-game simulation elimination game for them. So 2-1 for us. We win 6-2. That's very nice to see, and we make it to the second round. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna monitor a little bit of the progress of this Laval Rocket team, and then I'm going to just simulate whenever we get eliminated. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we win the whole thing. After that, I'm just going to simulate it all the way up to the draft, do the draft, and then, yeah, go from there. So we do win the second round there in 7 games. That's very nice to see. Let's just go ahead and simulate the third round. Hopefully we can make it to the Stanley Cup final, or the Calder Cup final, I should say. This guy's back, so I might as well just put him in. Yeah, Kallio definitely needs to come off. And then I see a lot of reds here, so. Okay, maybe I should bring up. I'm actually going to bring up, or bring down, sorry. We do win that other game 5-4, but I'm going to bring down that player that we brought up, Gabriel Horton. Hopefully he can give us a little bit of help here in the AHL. So I'm going to actually bring Tiska and Horton down. They don't require waivers, so they can definitely help the AHL here. So we're now in the third round, so it's all about winning now. So you know what, guys? We need to have them win. So let's just have Gabriel Horton here. So Horton and then Olsen, sure. Olsen top 4. So I'm just thinking here. So a bunch of zeros, and then maybe let me change Fairbrother for Tiska. Tiska's a little bit of a better D-man. No, okay, that won't change anything. So, okay. I think this is pretty decent. I'm just going to do best lines for the NHL team. Screw it. And, yeah, like I said, we are in the third round, so I think our AHL team deserves the best players available. So, hopefully they can pull this off here in the third round and make it to the Calder Cup finals. They do lose after those changes, so I guess the changes that I made screwed with our chemistry, and we're out of the playoffs. So let's just simulate to the draft now, guys. The Stanley Cup finals is actually going to be Chicago against Tampa Bay. Let's just have a quick look at the playoff tree so you can see here what went on. We were bounced in 5 games. The Caps were bounced in 4 games. Philly beat Carolina in 7 games, and then Tampa beat Florida in 5 games, and then Tampa beat Ottawa in 7 games, and then Philly beat the Penguins in 6 games, and then Tampa Bay swept the Flyers, you guys can see there, and then the West, you guys can have a look there. So another final Stanley Cup final, I should say, between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think that happened in 2015 or 2016. So that's good. That's pretty good. That's a good final there. I think it was 2015 actually. And you guys can see here, extremely disappointing. Cole Caulfield had 111 points and only had 3 points in 5 games in the playoffs when it mattered the most. So pretty disappointed in Cole Caulfield. Hopefully we can find him some new line mates or something. You guys can see the Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning, another division rival who wins the Stanley Cup. That makes a lot of division rivals in the Atlantic winning the cup. You guys can see the draft lottery results here. And let's just view the draft class before I start the draft here. See if we have anybody unveiled or uncovered. A few medium elites here, a couple top sixes. I don't know where I'm going to be drafting, so let me just simulate by potential. Doesn't look like our scouts did too good of a job this draft, unfortunately. Let's see if we see any gems or busts. A bunch of gems, actually, but one is 8th overall, which there's no way we can get. What does he play? How does he play? Defensive defenseman, so not really a player that I'm looking to get. There are so many defensive defensemen. We need a couple two-ways or something. But yeah, there's a bunch of D-men here that are slotted to be top 4 low, which is pretty decent, but not ideal. So you guys can see the retired players: Claude Giroux, Wheeler, Marchand, Little, Atkinson, Perron, all those guys. Alexander Radulov. Let's see, net. Could Carey Price retire? Please retire. He hasn't, unfortunately. Hendrik Lundqvist, Jonathan Quick, Pekka Arena have retired. Dubnyk and Halak as well. But unfortunately, Price has not retired. So it looks like he's going to come back once again. Claude Giroux is a coach, which is hilarious. Coaches' retirements, a couple of retired coaches. Let's just continue simming. I don't want to do this this thing here. So let's have Price still there, the 2025 first round, and then who else can we have as a trade block? So you guys can see the assets that we have. So we have Cole Caulfield at 91, Kotkaniemi at 91 as well, Kachuk at 89, Dry 88. He is 30 years old though, so he's getting up there in age. Gabriel Horton, Hudson Bell, not even signed yet, but he's 70 overall, and he's not a two-way defenseman. He's actually he's not a defensive defenseman. He's actually a two-way defender, so that's very nice to see. Strimbu, Crosby, Turcotte, 86, hopefully this year. That's what it says, so hopefully he has that rating. Jake Bean went down to an 85. Hurdle went down to an 85. Severson went down to an 84. Miller went down to an 83. So not ideal, but yeah, those are the players that we have. I might put Hurdle here. And then you know what? I think I'm going to pick Keandre Miller because he just didn't deliver the goods. And he makes 6.3. So let me see. Where is he? Yeah, he makes 6.3. He had a pretty bad season. Only 24 points. He had a really good season when Gustafsson was here a couple years ago. But actually, I think Jake Bean was still here a couple years ago. But he just hasn't been that good. So let's just begin the draft here and see how we do. Obviously, those players are upset that they're in a trade block, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Where are we picking? 25th overall. So let's just have a quick look and see who's around the 25th overall. CS ranking. It might be this guy, Carol Holton, 17. He's not a scout recommendation. He did play in the Extra Liga, but I mean, I don't know if he's going to be that good. Another player, Holweg, two-way defenseman. Could be another good player to get. If not, we can always look at this other guy that was supposed to be a gem. I think he's supposed to be 8th overall. He's a defensive defenseman, though. So actually, you know what? I'm going to keep my pick because I was maybe thinking of trading our pick to try and, along with Tomas Hertl or something, and try and get a young D-man like that guy. But I don't think he's even worth it. So let's see who else is available here. So we have a playmaker, a couple two-way forwards, but I don't know. Yeah, this draft class is not very good. So I'm going to simulate to our 25th, I think. Let me actually just have a quick look and see who or what picks we have for this NHL draft. So we have our first, our second, and then a couple fifths, a sixth, and a seventh. So not ideal. Let me just make our first round pick, and then I'll go from there. So, and then maybe we can trade some players or something, but Yeah, let's see. Holton. Was Holton the player that I was looking to get? I don't know. I don't remember. But let's see who is here. So let's just go ahead and make the pick. Yeah, I think it was Holton, the player that I was trying to get. The other player that I was looking at was this Holweg guy. I don't see anybody else that's too interesting. Oh, maybe this Helm guy. Winnipeg Ice shoots left. He is a grinder though, so I don't know if I trust this thing too much. Two-way defenseman at 40th. Could be another defenseman here, offensive defenseman at 49th, I should say. Okay. And then another Surrett, 17, two-way defenseman. So I think I don't even really need to trade my I don't really need to trade much. So let me just make this pick here. I'm going to go for Holweg. Top 4D, two-way. He can turn out to be something, right? Top 60, man. Are you kidding me? That's a terrible pick. All right, let me just see who else, or let me see what players I have here that I could potentially trade for some picks. Mason, no. Is Kozlov signed for another couple years? Okay, Hutchins, fair, low top 6. Why don't I add this asset? Why don't I do these two guys here? Keane as well, because he's 69. How did he do this year? Low top 6, two-way forward. I'm just trying to like put some dead wood here on the trade block and find a trade so we can maybe have get some draft picks. That's so annoying. I may actually trade some of my prospects here. Let me just simulate to the next pick here. See who was. Oh, I could have gone for Albalin. Top 4D. Are you kidding me? That's awful. Top 6. So just this first round pick is awful. And this one we just had. So let me just offer up a trade. See if I can get a couple thirds or something for some of these prospects. Because I have my eye on some of these guys. So let me try and construct a trade here. So we have. Can Hutchins go? Low lead 64. Yeah, Hutchins can definitely go. Danis as well. And then Kallio and Ben. Let me see if anybody would be interested in any of these guys here. They may not, which is annoying, but who has pretty low contracts? So the Caps, do they want to get rid of their 3rd and 4th? Let's see if they would be willing to do this. I mean, 4 prospects, 1 medium elite, or 1 low elite, sorry, top 6D, and then a couple top 9s for a 3rd and a 4th. I think this might go through. Perfect. So we do have a couple more picks here. So let's just simulate to the 56th. Top 6D, Surrett. So that was another player that I was trying to get. So good thing I skipped out on him. Let's just make the pick here. Antila, Marco Antila. Why don't I try Marco Antila? He is a scout recommendation. He might turn out to be something. So let's see here. Marco Antila, 2nd round pick. Can he turn out to be something? Top 9. Medium top 9. Are you kidding me? This has been awful, guys. Holy smokes. We just haven't made the right picks in this draft, unfortunately. Top 6D. Not really what I'm looking for. Medium elite, 1 bar. A bunch of 1 bar medium elites. Couple 2 bars. What is this guy? Defensive defenseman? Not really. Fedotenko. Let me try and see if any of these guys had decent stats. Staubitz is not going to be good, I think. SHL. Level of competition was very good. This guy had 0 points. Man, this is tough here. 5 years ETA for this guy. Defensive defenseman. I think I need a forward, so either the playmaker or the two-way forward. I'm going to go with the two-way forward. Just hope that it's someone good. Top 9. That's not good at all. Jeez. I'm basically getting the same players that I got after I traded those 4 prospects, I think, for those picks. So let's just try this Yuri Shurikov, 20 years old, but hopefully he's a top 4D, top 6, 59. That's terrible. I don't think I've had as bad of a draft in my life. The scout recommendations are awful as well, so I'm going to stop listening to them. I'm going to do a Fedotenko, Peter Fedotenko, just try him. Bottom 6 low, so I don't know what's going on. Another 5th round pick here. Let's try this Kitchek or Sizek guy. 1 bar, medium elite. Top 4 medium. Okay, finally we find someone. Sizek, two-way defenseman, only 48 overall, but he is a top 4D, so he can maybe turn out to be someone good for trading in the future or something. It's better than what we've been getting, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's try this Tristan Rissmiller, sorry. 2 bars, top 6. Hopefully we get another luck here. Bottom 6, not really that good. That's worse than top 9, so let me go here. Actually, we had one for, what was it? Scout recommendation here. Gibson. Let's try Gibson. Why not? 6'2", 7th, low 7th D. So basically, a AHL player on the 7th round. In the 7th round, I should say. So this has been probably the worst. The worst draft I've ever had. So now we come up to a very, very interesting situation here as far as contracts, because we don't have that much cap space, unfortunately. So I need to know who's going to be a free agency. Free agents is going to be Suzuki, Paling, Horton, Poulin, Dadanov, Hay, Kopaka. Okay, I think that's it. Net, Primo. So we have 13 million for all those players. I think we can make it work, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to attract any what's it called? Any good free agents. Sorry. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, let me offer this guy one more contract. Just need to offer some of these guys more contracts because I don't want them going anywhere. And even though they did a pretty shitty job this season for the draft, as far as potential wise, they had been pretty decent in the overall scheme. So offer these guys a couple things here and there. Okay, a couple more guys here. Oh, not this one. Right. Okay, and then that's it. Perfect. All right, so let's go to the re-sign stage. I think we should have $13 million in cap, so we have a couple, or $6 million actually. I thought it was going to be 13. All right, so makes it a little bit more complicated than I thought. So let me just check to see if I should sign some of these players, and I'll bring you guys back. Give me a second here. All right, guys. I decided to extend some contract offers to a couple guys here. So we signed Ryan Paling to I think it was 1 year, 1.55. Kopaka as well to an entry level. Horton we also signed for a NHL deal, so that's very nice to see. Hudson Bell as well we signed. He's going to be playing on our AHL team. And I want to show you quickly. We have a big problem because we have 4.4. We still need to sign a bunch of players here. So let me just show you quickly. None of these guys. Like now we're going to let go. Brassard, Fleury, Cote, all these guys as well. We can maybe find some better guys in the NHL. But the problem that we have is we still have to sign Suzuki, Poulin, DeAndre Hay, Dadonov, McShane, Strimbu, Ratcliffe, Sutter, Olofsson, McGregor, Brook, Tiska, Virtanen, Hillis, Kozlov, Fairbrother, Holmgren. So many RFAs. And most importantly, we need to sign our goalie here, Caden Primo. But he wants to get paid 7.8 for 8 years for 85 overall. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, guys. So I think I'm just going to offer some qualifying offers to some of these guys. I'm just going to make sure I'm not losing anybody too important here as a UFA. Let me see. Benson, no. Bennett, no. Brassard, not really. Boulis, not really either. Cote, no, thank you. What does Cote want? Was he drafted by us? Bottom 6, so that's not really good. Lehkonen, no. Fleury, no either. Poulin, okay, so I'm going to qualify Poulin. Sign Brook for 1 year at 2 ways. Perfect. I can do that. McShane, if I can sign him for 1 year, 2 way as well, I'll sign him for sure. Ratcliffe as well. 1 year, 2 way. Perfect. Dadonov, though, I think he wants a big boy contract. He does, 2.1, so I'm going to qualify him as well. Who else do we have? Fairbrother. Sure, 1 year, 2 way, sure. Strimbu, though, let's see what he'll want. Okay, he still wants 1 year. What about... Oh, sorry. What about... Okay, let's try and give him actually 2 years at 9.50. 9.50 on a 2 way. So let's see if he would accept that. McGregor, he might want a 2 way. Yes, he does. Perfect. Olofsson as well. Hopefully, yes. Riley Sutter, hopefully him as well. 1 year, 2 way. We don't want to get locked up with these guys for too long. DeAndre Hay wants a big boy contract, 3 years, 1.8. So I'm going to qualify him as well. Qualify RFA. We have a bunch more. So Hillis, 1 year, 2 way, perfect. Suzuki now. He'll want a big boy contract for sure. Looks like he's just going to remain that. So if I gave him 3 years at 2.75, hopefully he says yes. Holmgren, HL top 6. I'm actually going to release this guy. Tiska, 26. Yeah, sure. He'll be our depth defenseman. Virtanen, last player here. 1 year, 2 way, perfect. So... Oh, we actually have a couple more here. So Kozlov, sure. We will also re-sign him. 1 year, 2 way. He's only 66 though. And Jenik, low top 9. Actually, that's not worth it. So we're gonna let him go. So let me just simulate 1 day, see how it goes here. A couple scouts are saying yes. Good. More scouts, perfect. Suzuki has renewed, so 3 years at 2.75. That's pretty decent for 82 overall. Strimbu has decided to renew. Ratcliffe as well, Hillis as well, McShane, McGregor, Sutter, Fairbrother, Brook, Tiska, Olofsson, Virtanen, Kozlov. That's exactly what I like to see. So let's see how much money we have now. 2.9, so basically $3 million we still have a bunch of D-men to sign. So, top 6 D, top 9. I'm actually going to, actually, no, he doesn't need a contract just yet. Let's see the UFAs who need contracts. So, bottom 6, top 9, not really. 70, bottom 6. Top 9, medium, bottom 6. No, top 6, okay. Alright, so we just have 3 RFAs for $3 million, so I doubt they'll want to re-sign right now. A couple of players that we also need to bring back. So where does this guy play here? He plays in the OHL, so we're not going to re-sign him just yet. I don't want to dish out a contract for a goalie just yet. This guy I'm going to let go. French starter, only 56. Ferguson as well I'm going to let go. Just clean up a little bit. Klepis, French starter. Primo. Okay, so the AHL guys are going to be Clark, it looks like, unless he has another year in the Mooseheads organization, and Witherspoon. Witherspoon's for sure going to be playing with us. And the AHL, and then Price and someone else who's not going to be Primo because he wants, like I said, a lot of money. So I'm just trying to think here. Klepis I'm gonna have to let go as well. French starter, medium, and then Primo as well. And then maybe we can trade some players, because let me see, who can we trade? Centers. As far as overall, we have Kotkaniemi, Turcotte, Hurdle. So Hurdle might be a player that I look to trade and then put Suzuki down the middle. So we save 5.5 and we can maybe get a rookie for him. And then we can have Suzuki in the middle, Paling, okay. Hendricks Lapierre might come up as well. I don't think McShane or Strimbu are ready yet. Let's see. Left wings, we have Kachuk, Durant, DeBrusque still. That's pretty good. These two guys make a lot of money though, but. And then Spezza and Poulin, okay. Right wingers, Caulfield, Gallagher, and then Crosby, no. Sutter, no. Okay, so we need another left or right winger, I should say. Jake Bean, though, makes 4.9, so he's definitely staying with us. Severson, I might have to let him go. Miller as well, potentially. And then we have a couple more guys, so it's getting crowded here, guys. It's getting very, very crowded. So let me just go to the next screen here. Actually, would I be able to sign some of these guys at a reasonable contract? The guys that I've extended RFA offer. So Poulin, how much does he want? 1.5 for 2 years. How much money do I have? I have 2.9. So 1.475 for 2 years for an 80 overall. He plays on the fourth line though, so he's a little bit expandable. DeAndre Hay wants a little bit more cash. Okay, and then Dadonov, he wants even more cash. So did we end up signing? Let me just have a quick look here. I want to see if we, like, which ones would be the AHL defenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we did sign Horton for 1.2. So Dadonov and Hay. Yeah, it's getting crowded, like I said. So you know what, guys? I'm just gonna go to to free agency. We have basically $3 million for 3 more players, but we're gonna be making some trades here. We're most likely gonna be getting rid of Tomas Hurdle, so he's gonna be going. Let's see here. Let's go into the free agency screen here. So we have Sergachev, 27. Top 2, wow, he's a stud, and he delivers the goods. He's only 27, 54 points. He's basically a consistent 50-point getter. Nikolai Ehlers is here, ready to go. Jamie Benn, Pontus Aberg, Schmidt, Kyle Connor for some reason. 28, doesn't ask for that much money. But obviously, I don't think we're going to be getting any of these guys, to be honest. Colton Parayko, though, but he is 32 now, so I don't think he is too attractive here. Vitaly Kravtsov, he's an RFA, or he's a UFA. He is a UFA actually at 25, which is crazy. 38 goals for Vitaly Kravtsov in New York. His coming out party was this year for sure. If I was to get any players, I would maybe try and replace, what's it called? Severson. Ryan Lindgren, not really. TJ Brody, not really either. DeAndre Coe, right-hand defenseman, and Forcer, though, so he's not really a player that I would be looking to get. Vatanen, not really either. Kadri, McCabe, Logan Stanley, not really. Kyle Clegg, I think he's a right-hand defenseman, and he's only 81, so no. Or he's a left-hander too, so. Let me actually try and find a trade for Hurdle first, so just give me a second, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. Give me a second. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to get rid of DeAndre Hay. He played in the NHL last year, 22, 11 points for him in 82 games, but he just didn't deliver, I think. He stayed at 79, playing in the NHL the whole last season. Defenseman, we have already a better one in Gabriel Horton. So it's between him and Dadonov, and Dadonov is a two-way defenseman, so I think I'm going to take him, and then I'm going to trade him for Olas, I think. You guys can see 82 overall. Played very, very well, 43 goals in the AHL last season at 21 years old. Right winger. He can take Tomas Hertl's spot. He's still on an entry-level contract. I think that's going to be the player that I'm going to be trading for, but let me just continue looking. Ideally, I wouldn't want to trade to our division, like a young player within our division, but he might be the player that I let go. So I'm just going to continue looking at some of these guys here, and if I find something, I'll bring you guys back, so give me a second. Alright, guys, you guys know what this means. We're going to try and proceed for the trade. They want DeAndre Hay. I think he's worth a little bit more than Olas, but they don't want to get rid of Olas, so this might be a little bit more complicated than this. They are totally unwilling to part ways with what they've asked for. It's pretty much the same trade value, so I don't know what they want. Let's see if there are any goalies that they're matching the block. Obviously, I'm not going to trade any of these stud medium elite goalies. Let's see. Skaters matching the block. Why don't I offer Fair or Keen? Which one should I offer? Let's offer Fair first. Oh, it didn't go through. Yeah, Fair, 55 overall. I don't think he's gonna turn out to be anything. He is low top 6. Trade accepted. This seems like a sweet proposal on our end. So on behalf of the Ottawa Senators organization, I accept. So now this gives us a little bit more cash, I believe. If we were to sign the free agent, I think I have something. Let's see, how much money do we have? 2.7 now, actually. But we do have the player signed, so let's see how much Sergachev wants. I have something in mind. He does want $10 million, though. Holy smokes. I might not do that, actually. I was thinking of potentially trading Severson and Hertl, and then sign Sergachev and a decent goalie. I don't know who I can sign, though. Potentially sign someone like Samsonov or something. Or DiPietro or someone like that. Or Casey DeSmith or something, you know. Or UC Saros. He's more of a backup goalie, though. 66 games, 22.39. Arundel. How did Samsonov do? He's still a backup, though, which is unfortunate. DiPietro played 50 games, so 24. Okay, not ideal. Primo wants too much money, though. That's the issue with him, right? And I don't want to offer. I think I'm gonna go for DiPietro if I was to go for someone, because then I can sign him for 1 year at 5.5. Get that over with, you know. Not have to suffer too much. So let me nevertheless try and trade Tomas Hertl. Sorry about that. So just give me a second, If I find something interesting, I will bring you guys back. So give me a second here, guys. All right, guys. Trying to make this trade once again. Bouchard for Soderstrom. And then this young guy, top 4D, but 18 years old at 48. I don't think he's going to become anything. This additional player, I think the value's on our side. They don't want to get rid of Soderstrom. So this may still not go through. Trade rejected. It's going to be a little harder than I anticipated at first. I think I'm actually just give up on this trade unless they're willing to take our fourth. Okay, I'm just gonna actually give up on this. So let me try and trade Tomas Hertl now. See if anybody's willing to take on his contract. And I think I saw a couple teams that were pretty interesting for young D-man. So just give me a second here, guys. All right, guys. I think the guy that makes the most sense to get right now for our NHL team is actually this Daniel Chayka. 2 goals, 18 assists for the offensive defenseman, only 22 years old. 20 points in his rookie season is not bad, I think. He is 22, but he's an offensive defenseman, like I said, along with this Vernarski guy, 77, low top 4, and a 4th-round pick for Tomas Hertl. I think this may go through, and then consequently, I would most likely trade Bouchard and potentially even maybe K'Andre Miller. Maybe do a little rebuild here because K'Andre Miller is making too much money for an 83 overall. So let me try this, see if this would go through. I'm happy to accept this proposal on the behalf of the Minnesota Wild. We consider it a done deal. So now we have about $7 million in cap space. But we still need to trade a couple more players here. So this is going to be a full-on retool. Like I said, this is going to be a full-on retool here / rebuild. We have $7.3 million in cap. We've gotten a couple other young D-men. I think a player that I'm going to give up, though, is K'Andre Miller now, as well as Damon Severson. Or no, K'Andre Miller and my apologies, and Bouchard. So I'm going to try and trade both of those guys, and then I would definitely be saving. That's $10 million. I would have about $16 million. My apologies, $16 million in cap, and then our defense would most likely be. Let me have a quick look here. Our defense would be, as far as overall, be Bean, Severson, Horton's now an 83, Chayka, Dadonov, and I'm thinking Sergachev if I was to get rid of Miller and Bouchard. So I think it's a pretty good defense in my opinion. So I don't see why we wouldn't try. Yeah, Horton's definitely growing a lot more. Defenseman. 83 now, so hopefully it remains that overall. But yeah, let me just try and continue to work my magic here, guys. See if anybody's interested in both of these guys anywhere. And not really. I think I'm going to need to bring like entry-level contracts though in, right? So let me just try and work out something, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. So just give me a quick second here. All right, guys, here trying to send K'Andre Miller and Bouchard to the Nashville Predators, who do have the cap space for a couple prospects. This Sundin guy, 81 overall, did play in the NHL, 34 points last season. He can be either a third-line center or he can be either a center or a winger. And then Riley Stevens, top 4D for Bouchard and K'Andre Miller. We would be saving $10 million in cap space, like I said. They have rejected that, so we can always add a little bit more. I think we got a couple. Let's just do a 3rd-round pick, see if they would accept that. I think the value is on our side then, so yeah, perfect. They have accepted now, so now we have $17 million in cap space. And just to show you what the lines would be, I'll show you what the forwards are. So we have, this would be the first line, 1, 2, 3 second line, 1, 2, 3 third line, 1, 2, 3 fourth line. So we're looking decent. And then on defense, we have only 4 NHL D-men. Chayka, Horton, Severson, and obviously we have Dadonov and the other guy as well. Dadonov and Stevens, even Vernarski. We have a couple guys here that are ready to step up, but we do want to sign, and here are the goalies here. What I was saying is that we do want to sign a goalie and Sergachev, so that would be about $15 million in cap space, or even $16 million. So it'll be tough. It'll be very, very tough. But I think we might as well try and sign Sergachev now, because we have $16 million, like I said, in cap. So he's gonna want about $11 million. So I'm gonna offer him like 11.25. See if he accepts that, and then we would have enough money for maybe a goalie. Let me just have a quick look at two ways and best potential. So we have this Martin Cowd actually is available, so that's very nice. Okay, he is RFA though, so that's kind of annoying. Schumacher, sure, let's have him here. He's going to want an entry level. Yukasov, sure. Need a few HL guys as well. So he's an RFA, so hopefully he accepts. Nikkanen, he's an UFA, so that's nice. Perfect. Cialin. Now Cialin, top 4, sure. 1 year. Okay. Boyden, no. Clark, sure. Clark, let's do one for Clark, 1 year again. Entwistle, yeah, sure. We're going to do him as well. 1 year, Mackenzie Entwistle. And Straninka as well, might as well do him. 78. As long as he wants a two-way, yeah, perfect. And yeah, what we need now is, actually, let's see if there are any goalies that can be decent here. No. Okay. Let me just go to all. Let me go to goalies, and I'm going to do best overall. Hopefully best overall and cheapest. So we could get Markstrom, 35 though. 2.4 at 82. We could do DeSmith. DiPietro would be good, 5.5. It's gonna get tough. It's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough. Corpusalo at 825, 81 at 31 years old. So I mean, no matter which way we look at it, it's gonna be tough. So I think we might as well just try and sign the biggest fish in the pond here. Sergachev, 11.275, 11.3. Let's offer him about 500,000 more than he is asking for. Hopefully he accepts. We do have 16 million, like I said. So that would be incredible if he was to sign. We've made some moves to try and clear cap space for Sergachev. So Calgary got a first, a second, and Carpenter for Rasmus Anderson and Santini. Okay, pretty big trade there. What else? Let's just keep it going. Malik Schumacher actually decided to go with another team at this time, which is kind of upsetting. Martin Kaut decided to go with another team. Entwistle, though, signed with us. Stranicka as well. Clark as well. Cialin as well. Nikkanen as well. Kuleshov, though, decided to go with some other team. They want to offer us Sami Niku and a third for Gallagher, a second, and a fifth. How good is Sami Niku? I wouldn't probably make this trade, but I'm just trying to gauge what Gallagher can maybe get us. So 83, no, this is not good enough. Not good enough at all. So let's advance another day. Sergachev accept and signs with us. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Your cash offer was most generous. It really was quite easy to make up my mind about your offer. That's insane. So now we have our number one free agent here, number one D-man. Now, who we need to get is hopefully DiPietro's still here. We have $6 million. So DiPietro is still here. Teams interested, one. Crap. I think we might be able to make this work, guys. So let's offer him 5.750 for 1 year, 26. You do not have the appropriate draft. Oh, so he is actually a RFA. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to try and sign Markstrom then, guys, because I'm not willing to give any of these guys, like, the amount of years they want, right? So how much would Samsonov want for 1 year? Oh, you still want about $5 million. So is anybody interested in Samsonov? Team's interested, 0. He is 82 though, so I mean, Casey DeSmith 84, but I mean, I think Samsonov would be the best bet. He's only 28. Offer him 1 year at 5.250. He would for sure say yes to that, I feel like. And then let me just assess who we have as far as players now. This episode has been going on for a while, guys, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it like I'm enjoying it myself. So we'd have Sergachev, Bean, Severson, Horton, Chayka, Stevens. That would be the 6D man. But we're also going to sign Dadonov as soon as we Dadonov, I'll only sign him for like does he want to come back? Yes, he does. Wait, does it say if he? It doesn't say if he wants an extension, but we did qualify him, so looks like he's gonna grow, which is good news. But we can only afford to sign him for 1 year at 1.5, so let's try that as well. And then try and sign what's his face, Samsonov as well. So simulate a couple days here. Hopefully we have enough money for both players. Shabbat was traded to Colorado. Wow. For Landeskog, a 3rd and a 4th. That's huge. So Shabbat goes from... okay, so Samsonov has signed with us. Perfect. And Dadonov as well. Perfect. DeBrusk, a 4th and a 4th for a 2nd and a 3rd. No, thank you. Let me have a quick look now at our team. And who would be playing in the AHL and AHL and all that stuff. So how many contracts do we have? 44 out of 50. Perfect. 1.2 only in cap space. So we probably want to keep that in cap space right now. So first line, let me just go by overalls. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kopaka as the extra forward, and McShane as well, maybe as the extra forward. In the system, we have Poulin for sure. He's going to actually play with us. And actually, speaking of Poulin, we're going to need to try and sign him at 1.220. So I forgot that he was an RFA. So yeah, that's going to be tough. And then Lapierre and all those guys potentially coming up as well. As far as D-man, we have Sergachev, Bean, Severson, Horton, Chayka, Dadonov. So that's a pretty solid D-core now that we have Sergachev at 89. I really like that D-core. And then we have Stevens at 78, 20 years old. Vernarski at 77. Brook. Olsen at 76, top 4. Cialin, Bell, all these guys. So future is bright, guys. I think we're looking pretty good. And then in net, we have Samsonov and Price. $15 million in cap space for an 82 and a 79. That's incredible. Then we have Witherspoon, who's 20, and Clark, French starter. So I think that's good. we'll wait for these two other guys to sign them. So I'm pretty happy with our team. As long as we sign Samuel Poulin, I will be happy, I think. So let me just advance a day here. Come on, Poulin. Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay, I must have rejected it. I don't know what that trade was. Samuel Poulin has been tender qualified for 1 year by the Arizona Coyotes. You do not have the necessary cap. Okay, so remind me in 6 days. Okay, so Poulin obviously has gone with a different team, but now we still hold his rights, but we just need to trade a player, which will be very, very interesting here. Which players are making the most money here? Obviously, Sergachev makes the most, but Kachuk, Durant, Kotkaniemi, Severson, Gallagher, Bean, DeBrusk. I think it might be time to trade DeBrusk here, actually, because I don't know if we'll have enough money to keep him with us. And I do want to keep Poulin. He might be able to just be just as good as DeBrusk. So I said that I was signing him for 2 years just in case we needed to get rid of him in the future. So time has come now. And yeah, it's time to get rid of him. So let me see if I can find a good young forward here. Once again, just give me a second here, guys. Actually, should I try and trade him for this Will C guy? Where did he play in last season? Tucson, 46 points. Might be decent. Actually, let me just find someone better that makes less than $1 million and then is on a two-way. So give me a second here. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna trade DeBrusk to Anaheim for second and a fourth. It's better than nothing. We're trying to sign, like I said, Samuel Poulin. So he went down to an 82. So we did trade him, and hopefully we can be reminded in 6 days that we need to sign DeBrusk. So as I simulate a couple more days here, we should be reminded, or not DeBrusk, Poulin. We should be reminded because we don't want to lose obviously Poulin for nothing, right? So let's decline this. Okay, so now is your last chance to respond to the offer sheet that was tendered to Samuel Poulin. They offered 1.5 for 1 year. So we do have the cap space, so let's match the offer. And Poulin has re-signed with us. So we do lose an 82 overall player, but hopefully Poulin can be 82 by next year. So let's simulate to next season, guys, and I will bring you guys back once I'm ready. Give me a second here. All right, guys, let me end this episode here. It's been way too long, but I'll just quickly show you the lines before I let you go. So Kotkaniemi, Kachuk, Caulfield. We're going to go back to this lineup. Hopefully Caulfield gets going and continues to be good until the end of the whole year, including the playoffs. Gallagher went down to an 83. He's getting up there in age, 33 years old. He has a couple more years at $6 million, so we may look to trade him, but he is one of my favorite Habs in real life, so it would definitely hurt to trade him. Alex Turcotte went up to an 86, which is good news. Playmaker. Jonathan Durant, 88. Nazir Spezza went up to a 83 sniper. How did he do last year? I think he had a decent amount of goals. He had 20 goals last season, and 3 assists. That's crazy. Hopefully he can do better in a little bit of an increased role. Frederick Sundin, I think he is a playmaker just by looking at his stats last year. So he may play center for us, third line center. Then Suzuki will be another playmaker to play with Spezza. Paling, 81. Poulin. And Oles. Oles is a player that we traded for Hudson Bell. Or not Hudson Bell, DeAndre Ayton or something. I forget what his name was, but anyways. We traded. He was playing in the Ottawa Senators system, and I think he was actually playing on the Sens last season. So let me see here. Oh no, he had 43 goals in the AHL last season, but yeah, hopefully he can play well on the fourth line and work his way up to the lineup. Maybe we can have Spezza instead of Gallagher here, and then Oles take Gallagher's spot on the third line or something in the future. And our defense looks a little bit better, I think, as well. Sergachev, Severson +1. Gabriel Horton, him being at 84 is huge for us with Jake Bean. Sheika went up to an 83, which is very nice. And then Dadonov. Unfortunately, he stayed down at 79, but that's okay. And then in net, pretty disappointing, but Samsonov and Price. And then scratch, we have Kopaka, McShane, and Tiska. What is bothering me, though, guys, in the AHL is that you guys can see here some of the players, Lapierre, Strimbu, and Whistle. The players that we're mainly looking to bring up in the near future will be Lapierre as a fourth line forward maybe. And then Strimbu, he is a medium elite, so he should be getting up there fairly soon. But then what's bothering me is actually that we have 2 forwards here on defense. We can only pick 4 D-man. I don't know if it's because we have too many AHL contracts or what's going on. But if I go in contracts here, you guys can see that we have way more than... I asked her to... I'm trying to... what's it called? Yeah, see, look how many D-man we have here. So, Vernarski's 20. I don't know if he's playing in the AHL. I guess he is. Olsen, is he playing in the AHL? He should be on the Rockets, so he should be good. Fairbrother as well. Him as well. Hudson Bell, is he in the... Oh, he's still... I guess he's... Sorry. I guess the reason why we only have 4 D-men. So, how old is Steven? Okay, so Stevens is also in the AHL. Sorry, in the CHL. So, we have... Actually, we're missing 3 regular D-men that would be actually playing in theory with us right now in the AHL, but they can't. So because obviously they're still underage. So yeah, Hudson Bell's still in the CHL, unfortunately. So I'm gonna actually make some trades off screen, I believe, just to get a couple AHL or CHL D-men, I should say. And yeah, you guys can see Vernarski as well. Vernarski, Olsen, Vernarski, Stevens, and a couple other guys. I can't remember. Yeah, Fairbrothers in the AHL. Yeah, Vernarski, Olsen, and I think that's it. Oh, and Bell, are all in the CHL still. So a little bit troublesome here because I'm going to need to trade some of my AHL guys for a couple CHL D-men or 3 CHL D-men or something. So let me just do that really quickly, and once I have something ready, I'll bring you guys back. So give me a second here. Trying to trade McGregor, Vertanen, and Shivanen for Wolf, Cormier, and Wolski. All these guys are top 6, medium, and low, so it should be about the same. Trade rejected. Okay. Let me try and trade. Actually, let me get rid of Cormier. Maybe they'll want to get rid of this Wolski guy instead. So Wolf and Wolski for those 3 guys. Trade rejected. Are you kidding me? Let me see here. Would this go through? McGregor for Wolf? Oh my God. Let me actually see if I can sign a couple players that are unsigned in free agency. This is super annoying here. I completely misjudged how many young players we had. So, okay, there's actually a couple. So, I'm going to sign this guy here. He does want 3 years, though. You know what? Whatever. I'll just offer it to him. If we need to trade him in the future, we will. Another guy that will offer as well 3 years. Actually, let me offer this younger guy 23. Can't go down yet. That's good. And Ackerman as well. Sure. Or Chisholm, sure. Alright, so hopefully these 3 guys accept. We may have a full roster, so we'll have to see. Let's advance a couple days here. Come on, guys. Accept the offers. Okay. I decided to accept your offer. I look forward to making an impact on the team. Okay, Chisholm accepted as well. Okay, perfect. So we do have enough players now. So let me just edit the AHL lines finally, and I'll simulate to the first game of the season, and I'll end it there. So give me a second, guys. All right, guys. One last time the lines here. I'll show you quickly. Defense is looking like this, and then goaltenders 82 and 77, not the greatest, but a silver lining is actually if we have a look at the AHL lines, Stringbu and Lapierre almost ready. Stranicka can be a 13th forward just in case. Luke Crosby's here as medium elite, 21 years old. Defense, we have Olsen, who might turn out to be someone, 76 top 4. Cialin, Brooks, Stoffing, signed a couple guys there, as you guys saw. But then the silver lining actually is Asher Wotherspoon, medium elite, 77 overall, 6'4", 21 years old. He may be able to take Carey Price's spot throughout the season if he continues to grow, because this is Carey Price's last season in Montreal. No matter what happens, 77 is unacceptable. He has one last season in the NHL, and we don't have any money to sign a backup and bury him in the AHL, because obviously he makes 10.5, and it would be cheating if we were to bury his contract in the AHL. But we have been playing with this rule since we started the franchise. But if you guys think about it, 10.5 million is definitely going to help our team next season. So hopefully he can make a run this season as well to potentially maybe give Carey Price one last cup. But I really, really doubt it. So these are the lines here. Actually, let me see if everybody's overall is uncovered, because if it is, that would be crazy. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's overall is uncovered, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so we do know everyone's overall. I'm pretty sure before we had to wait until we simulated a couple regular season games, but this one, for this season, for some reason, we know their overalls right away. So I'm going to simulate just up to October 2nd, and then I'm going to end it there. Hopefully we can have a decent start of the season. I mean, we don't have the best goalie in net, so that kind of shows there in our 1-3 record. But there is hope with a good offense and a pretty decent decor. So we do finish 3-4, which is not great. But I think I'm just gonna end it here, guys. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please leave it a like. A lot more is coming. I'm sorry I haven't been releasing that many videos in the past month, but now I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you're excited for this season and for the future without Price. So we should have another 5 seasons to go without Carey, because I want to do about 10 seasons and try and make this team into a franchise contender. So yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.